Arizona Diamondbacks pitcher Clay Buchholz throws in the first inning during a baseball game against the New York Mets, Sunday, June 17, 2018, in Phoenix. AP photo, Scuteri, Phoenix. When the Arizona Diamondbacks go looking for a pitcher to remove from the starting rotation due to the impending returns of Shelby and Robbie, it would be wise for them to look past Clay Buchholz. He's earned the right to remain. On Sunday, Buchholz did what he's done since joining the D-backs, put his team in position to win. The D-backs were well on their way to doing just that until the New York Mets rallied for 4 two-eyed runs off closer Brad Boxberger to pull out a 5-3 victory, stunning a sold-out crowd of 47,907 at Chase Field, the second sellout of the season and the first since opening day. The win earned the Mets a split of the 4-game series. The score 3-1 in the ninth inning. Jose Bautista hit an RBI double. Brandon Nimmo followed with a 2-run home run and Asdrubal Cabrera hit solo shot on the next at-bat, helping the Mets post back-to-back wins for the first time in nearly a month. It was Boxberger's second blown save this month and third of the season. Again, Buchholz was in line for the victory. He had held the Mets to 1 run on 4 hits with 2 walks and 3 strikeouts in 5.2 innings. In 6 starts this season, Buchholz has allowed 2 or fewer runs while throwing at least 5 innings 5 times, and only allowed 1 run in 4 of those outings. His ERA sits at 2.94. D-backs erased an early 1-0 deficit with RBI from David Peralta and Ketel Marte in a 2-run fourth, and then Jake Lamb added a run-scoring single in the 8th inning for a 3-1 lead. The D-backs went 4-3 on the 7-game homestand and lead the NL West by 1.5 games. The good to 12th batter. That's how long it took for the D-backs to record their first hit off Wheeler. And it was by Jake Lamb. He went the opposite way with a single line just past the glove of third baseman Todd Frazier. It was only Lamb's 3rd hit of the series and 4th of the homestand. He entered 3 for 24 with 2 home runs and 5 RBI in the previous 6 games. Leave it to Peralta to come through with runners in scoring position. He's done it all season. With runners on first and second and 1 out in the 4th inning, Peralta smoked a double off the right field wall to score Paul Goldschmidt, who had walked 2 batters earlier, with the tying run. Peralta is now batting .349, 15 for 43, with runners in scoring position. Behind in the count 1-2 in his second plate appearance, Marte fouled off 3 straight pitches before working the count to 2-2. He then grounded an 89.4 mph slider, the 8th pitch of the at-bat, to second base. And though he was thrown out by a quarter step, the play scored Lamb with the go-ahead run, 2-1, in the 4th inning. It was Marte's 5th RBI of the homestand. It wasn't perfect, but Yoshisada Hirano extended his scoreless streak to 16.2 innings, 19 games. After 2 quick outs in the 8th inning, he walked back-to-back batters and then fell behind Nimmo 2-0. Hirano responded with 3 straight fastballs, the last one 93.6 mph, freezing Nimmo for strike 3. Hirano's run is the 2nd longest active streak in the NL. It's called an insurance run, and Lamb was the one responsible. With runners on first and third and 1 out in the 8th inning, Lamb again went the opposite way, dropping a ball into shallow left field for an RBI single. The play scored John Jay, who had doubled. The RBI marked Lamb's 3rd of the series, 6th of the homestand and 11th in his last 14 games since June 1st. The bat for the 2nd straight game and 3rd time in the series, the Mets dented the scoreboard first. 4 batters into Sunday's contest, Frazier hit a sacrifice fly to center field, plating Nimmo, who had led off the inning with a double into the left field corner. Nimmo advanced to 3rd on a groundout and then scored on Frazier's at-bat. First time through the order, and Zach Wheeler was perfect. Faced the minimum with 5 strikeouts, including 2 in both the 1st and 3rd innings. The other 4 outs were split between a groundout to shortstop or a fly out to left field. Wheeler, who walked a season-high 4 batters in his last start, needed just 36 pitches to complete 3 innings. Booed after every at-bat, Alex Avila is now hitting .109. He went 0 for 4 with 1 strikeout. He has now struck out 53 times in 100 official at-bats, which covers 44 games. Following the strikeout in the first inning, Avila flied out to center field in the fourth, stranding runners on second and third, and grounded into a 6-3 double play in the seventh. Coming into the game, Boxberger had allowed just 3 home runs all season. Both Nimmo and Cabrera hit changeups, with both baseballs going over the right field fence. It marked the 3rd time this season that the Mets hit back-to-back home runs. The Nimmo homer was a 3-run shot, his career-high 10th of the season, and put the Mets ahead 4-3. Stat of the game 2, the D-backs suffered just their 2nd loss of the season when leading after 8 innings. They are now 3-6-2, he said. You play a perfect game, really a very good game for 8 innings, and then you go into the last inning and unfortunately you don't close it out, Torey Lovullo said. Noted Buchholz threw a first-pitch strike to 14 of the 22 batters faced. In addition, he reached a 3-ball count 5 times. Peralta went 1 for 4 and is now batting .350, 21 for 60, with 4 doubles and 15 RBI in 15 games. In June, Goldschmidt went 2 for 3 with a walk and is now batting .491, 26 for 53, with 14 RBI in his last 16 games. Daniel Descalzo has now reached base safely in a career-high 16 straight games, batting .395, 17 for 43. Andrew Chafin has now recorded scoreless outings in 21 of his last 23 appearances, including the last 5. Mets pitcher Jason Vargas, Thursday's starter, was ejected by home plate umpire Jim Reynolds in the 4th inning. Saturday, D-backs won their 5th consecutive game played on Father's Day and improved to 9-12 overall on the holiday with a first pitch temperature of 91 degrees. The game was played with both the roof and the panels closed as part of the Father's Day celebration. The players wore blue-themed items including special caps and socks. Up next, the longest road trip of the season, at least in terms of games played. The D-backs left immediately after the game for Los Angeles and a quick 2-game series with the Angels. It's the D-backs' first time playing the Angels since 2015. Right-handers Zack Greinke and Jamie Barria take the mound in the opener on Monday, June 18. First pitch is scheduled for 7:07 p.m. with pre-game coverage beginning 37 minutes earlier on 98.7 FM, Arizona's sports station. Greinke, 5-5, is coming off a home loss to the Pirates, which ended a 2-start winning streak. It was arguably his worst loss of the season, allowing a season-high tying 5-run in a season-low 4.2 innings. He also walked a season-worst 4 batters in the game. For his career, Greinke is 3-5 with a 3.91 ERA in 12 games, including 11 starts, against the Angels. Meanwhile, Barria, 5-2, like Greinke, lost his most recent outing. He was on the wrong end of a 6-3 decision at Seattle. Barria, though, has pitched well in his rookie season. Prior to his last time on the mound, Barria had gone 4-0 with a 2.15 ERA with 26 strikeouts and 5 starts. From Los Angeles, the D-backs head to Pittsburgh and Miami for back-to-back 4-game series. Follow @GregGSports.